تروریسم رژیم در سایه سکوت، کتمان، تجاهل، چشم بستن و به روی خود نیاوردن رشد پیدا میکنه. بنابراین زمان آن است که تمام این بی‌اعتنایی‌ها نسبت به امنیت و صلح مردم جهان متوقف شود. همچنان که در ابتدا گفتم، تروریسم جانمایه و ذاتی این رژیم و از اون جدایی ناپذیره. بنابراین پایان تروریسم هم از پایان رژیم جدایی ناپذیر است. اما میتوان با برخی تدابیر و اقدامات سیاسی و تاکتیکی تروریسم این رژیم رو حداقل در خاک اروپا مهار و متوقف کرد. به این منظور تأکید میکنم که 1. تمام مزایا و امکاناتی که این رژیم برای اعمال تروریستیش در خاک اروپا استفاده میکند باید از آن سلب شود. سفارت‌های این رژیم باید تعطیل شود.
And that was deprived to them for many, many years. But a combination of your steadfast leadership and courage of you, the NCRI, the MEK, and now an American government that is not a government of appeasement, but a government that seeks the best for the Iranian people. We're starting to feel, particularly with the situation inside Iran.
Finally, we need to recognize that terrorism is a part of the fabric of this regime in Tehran. It has been since the start and remains so today. This means that things like Iranian embassies and so-called diplomats will continue to be employed in supporting terror. Countries must act accordingly to very closely monitor and surveil the activities of those Iranian diplomats posted abroad. And in some cases, like we have seen in Albania, they will need to shut down embassies that support terrorism.
I also think we should express thanks and appreciation to the leadership of all the political parties in Albania who've given home to the people at Ashraf 3 and provided facilities for PMI and the NCRI to meet and to ensure that the true voice of the Iranian people is heard loud and clear right across the world.
Hi, I'm Texas Senator John Cornyn. Thank you for having me today, and what a privilege it is to speak to all of you as you continue to fight for a free Iran. America stands in full solidarity with the people of Iran and fully supports their desire to be a free people, as evident in the uprisings we've seen in the last few years.
Thank you for virtually having me at the Free Iran Global Summit, Iran Rising for Freedom. During my 2018 campaign, I was often asked about where I stood on U.S. foreign policy, and I always pointed to Iran as an adversary we were handling too lightly, as a threat to our national security and leader in human rights abuses. We must be harsh with Iran.
Dear Madam Rajavi, dear friends, it is always a great pleasure to be with you and friends from around the world. I am really proud and honored to be one of the first Albanians to support the transition from Ashraf to Albania with some other friends. And I can tell you that what makes this great is that all political parties in Albania really support MEK and Iranian resistance. And I see a lot of good friends of mine being present in this conference.
The dictatorship in Iran fears the great uprising of November 2019 and the scenario of an escalation of the next uprising. The international community, as well as Albania, must recognize the right of Iranian people and their resistance to establish freedom and democracy in Iran.
It's an honor to be here today, and I believe that it's an honor and is a human obligation to join the voices that support the Iranian resistance, that they support the resistance of people, that they fight for democracy and for human rights and for a non-nuclear country.